Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Random Blitzkrieg of Sexiness, where we're doing Cuban Missile Crisis, one of the random levels. This time around, we are capturing a town. Let's read this. Oh my god, those thingies are so small, I can barely actually see them. Let's try and see them. The capturing of a populated locality allows you to create a base that will provide control over all adjacent territories. Further use of this locality may be different. It can be used as a defensive position or as a support base for further advancing of your troops. This one is a little bit off. I guess you really do need to read the manual if you really want to know exactly everything, but if you read the mission of the entire chapter, it is actually quite dire situation. They have a lot of armor, but not huge amount of men. That's why we cannot replenish manpower. There are no men to replenish. You have these small amount of teams. Well, not really huge. Well, a bunch of squads. God damn it, microphone! Stop hitting my nice chin of sexiness. But again, the world has been nuked heavily. All like Russian is non-existent. Everybody is like all the northern part of the world is wiped out, and of course everybody is trying to again kill each other just for a little bit of piece of land, and of course run towards, as I said, toward much better positions on the world map, a little bit to Africa, to Mexico and stuff like that. So at this point on, again, we'll always have a small amount of teams, well, squads. So that's the reason as to why. But they have a huge chunk of equipment staying all around the world. That's the thing. But again, the resources have been, of course, annihilated. All the heavy major population areas of the northern parts have been annihilated completely. So that's why we have to always fight for a little bit of land and, of course, ammunition. And here, and of course, at this point now, we have a lot of ammunition, as you can see here, a lot of fuel and a lot of everything. When you end the turn, you do get a lot of ammo and stuff like that. So, but if you fight already too many battles, you of course always have to choose the slider of how much ammunition you want to carry into the mission. As I did say again, I said all this in my episode 1 for all this sexiness. So it doesn't really matter. But the last time I actually did fight for capturing the town, it was god awful. There were so many Centurions that they owned most of. Well, they did actually eat most of my T-34-85s with one shot. Even the IS-3, which has bigger armor and better weapon, has problem with Centurion up ahead. So that was a crazy ride, that last mission that I did. Well, mission, that is one of the random stuff fighting for against one of the enemy tank brigades, or however you're gonna call them. I always forget exactly how they're called, so it doesn't really matter. Let's move in. This is gonna be probably a two-parter, depending on how difficult this all is gonna be. You see, these positions are probably heavily defended by the enemy entrenched in those parts. We could completely avoid them. They have a little bit of ammo here. I don't know if you can actually destroy these containers with bombing them like nobody's bet, but we shall see. We shall see. First and foremost, we need to occupy most of the entire map and see what the hell is happening. You will in these random missions, you will probably never see these these parts have like a bunch of entrenched positions and stuff like that. And at least not these first ones. Maybe down the line you will be having all that. And I'm thankful that the binoculars themselves have such a long view distance that they do really help out. Okay, so IS-3, we're gonna try to circle around these positions and onto the town itself, because again, no point. These are probably just AT guns and infantry, and no reason to waste unless you want a little bit of ranking up for your tanks, and that's about it. As you can see, we have the ISU 152. Rank 2, which is totally like the coolest rank ever. As you can see here, I cannot see exactly. Trooper, he's a trooper now. He's such a sexy thing. So anywho, with him we can find out if the enemy actually has artillery guns. Of course, before each mission it tells you what the enemy has and what it doesn't. Like they do, if they have no data that the enemy has any kind of tank support, maybe they have, maybe they don't have at all. So it's always a little bit random. Well, it is always random actually. So let's move in with our BTRs, left and right. We're gonna position them nicely. We're gonna avoid completely all the combat for now. I honestly do not like this camera view because I cannot see what is below me. It's not 3D game, full 3D game where you can rotate your camera. You can see what's in front of you because again, the most of the screen is occupied by the UI, and it's a kind of hard to actually utilize that in your own, like again, bad positioning. You cannot see your enemies completely always that should be in front of you. There you have to look down constantly. It's kind of a crappy thing, but we'll figure that one out. I'm not the fan, again, never was fan of that. And then the other thing is that I cannot use the cursor. Like, the cursor is the in-game, but it's so sluggish, as I did say before, and it annoys the living crap out of me. I do not like this cursor. If there was a system cursor, it would be so much easier to control everything, but everything is so sluggish. Look at this. This sluggishness is awful. That's what I actually want to see here. As you can see, video quality, game, mouse sensitivity. Maybe this would help out, but not really because it still feels sluggish as hell. See this? God damn it. But that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't really matter at this point here. How close are we? We're actually pretty close to, we are actually right there. We have already went ahead of ourselves with that BTR. We can avoid these guys completely because no point attacking them at all. You're gonna just waste most of your things. But again, if you do want XP for this, I would still advise you go to the main town, because the main town is gonna be the biggest part where you're gonna have most of the battle will be in the town itself. So we can avoid this completely and move on, and maybe down the line, if you really need to, we can attack that line, the middle line, and that's about it. Now, of course, you can also auto battle if you need be, if you want to, if you don't want to fight always. Of course, quite understandable. After some time, this would get really boring, but it's still dependable. If you don't play this like overly too much, it shouldn't get overly too boring. I mean, I'm not playing overly too much this one because I like taking. Because of specifically about these random missions, the main objective is so fucking far away that it's gonna take some time for us to reach the main point. Then between all that, we have, of course, a massive amount of enemy tank brigades or whatever. So it's gonna be tricky. All in all, we're so far away. It's a normal, mind you. The game difficulty is normal. I cannot imagine playing on harder difficulty. This is like historically accurate. And as I said, I believe I said, we never saw these guys fighting each other ever in reality. This is not historical fact. We have never seen Russians fighting against the Americans, and T-90s, for instance, against the Abram tanks. So, at the moment, these are what? Freaking T-34s, Hell's Bells. I don't know. T-34s against Shermans and all that. I don't remember seeing that one ever. So, yeah. But again, it's just a game. It's just the game. Okay, we're that close. The problem with this map is that they have bridges, and if they do have a lot of artillery, they're going to be positioning it somewhere around these positions, and we'll find out that very soon. The range is the entire map for the ISU-152, so I don't really have to jerk around about that. But I could, if I find the enemy here, their 80 guns and stuff like that, I could bomb them and get more XP for him especially. So why not, right? We're gonna already get ahead of ourselves with the tanks themselves and gonna be fighting against the enemy down the line near the town, that is. So why the hell not bomb the living crap out of the enemy positions with the bomb the with ISU-152, whatever we can, like in the middle, so we don't have to avoid this middle part constantly and don't go around. They definitely, at least for this specific position, like I guess this is the start of game, so you won't expect like the enemy having a gazillion of defenses everywhere. Maybe down the line in the second chapter, it's gonna be quite a different thing, and maybe down the line, of course, they're gonna have more stuff to defend with, and everywhere on the map. That is not just like leaving me the entire thing for me to encircle the enemy constantly, man. Constantly, you have like that kind of an advantage of encircling the enemy and not giving two fucks. Now here the only problem will be if the enemy has Centurions, or of course anything better than Centurion. But there is nothing better at the moment than Centurion. Centurion is like a monster, to be honest. They have Pershings also, and I believe they both have the same stats, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, they probably have the same stats, and I cannot see anything here at the moment. We're getting very close towards those buildings, so the BTRs are again perfect for those buildings, killing the guys entrenched inside, or should I say stationary inside, defending that part. How close are we towards these locations? Okay, we have this secondary squad that will help us in terms of overlooking these locations. And noticing maybe the AA guns or stuff like that. There may be mobile things here, the AA guns, the AA carriages that is, that could very well defend the area and get aggro radius upon us. And then we will lure them towards us, and of course the IS-3 will open fire and kill them completely, but by then we'll probably lose a lot of men, sadly. Now again, these missions can take a little bit longer or not, it's all dependable. I see the range of the IS-3 is immense, but not really when you think about what you're fighting. Mind you, the AI also has, like, as I said, beasts. They have beautiful heavy tanks like Centurions, depending on who you're fighting. We're fighting specifically English-American alliance. We're not fighting French-German alliance, which is kind of funny when you know, French-German alliance. Like this is like after 1960s and something like that, and still, you know, after World War II, and there is a French-German alliance. Like how retarded that sounds. I mean, retarded. That's cool, you know. And if you play as them, if I didn't say that, you actually have Panthers and Tigers as your primary stuff, if I'm not mistaken, and that's cool if you really want to have fun with that. Now, Frenchies don't really have like any kind of specific weapon of mass destruction, like a beautiful tank. You will mostly play with German tanks and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, like Hell's Bells, you know, maybe, I believe you also get Centurions also with that faction. So, you know, at least at the very beginning of the game, I guess they do dwell upon the fact that everybody is using similar equipment. Like Chinese definitely use T-34s and stuff like that. But maybe down the line they change all that into their own specific weapons of mass destruction, which of course would be totally cool. You know, everybody has their own kind of thing that you know, for their own factions. Yeah, again, this is all alternative solution to our own universe, which is totally cool, of course. I mean, you know, if you love these kind of settings, like after World War III happened, everything got nuked to shit, and now everybody's fighting for a little bit of, like, just a little bit of ammo and fuel and stuff like that. Again, Mad Max. Now there is a game called Wild West, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, where you can actually play like it is actually in Enigma engine. It is on Steam also, and you play in Enigma engine, and it's actually a Mad Max world. You don't have soldiers or something like that. You have actually cars and all that groovy stuff. So if you're again willing, if you like this, if you like Blitzkrieg as a whole, I would believe that you would definitely like everything Blitzkrieg. Doesn't really matter, you know, who made it or what. At the end of the day, it's all about fans who make stuff, be it, you know, fans as the developers themselves, liking that engine that you love, you know, for Blitzkrieg Enigma specifically, and maybe expanding upon that engine down the line, like these guys did for the Cuban Missile Crisis again, which I would say is the most comprehensive in amount of gameplay structure it has. Like, you know, those specific things. Again, just, you know, the ammo and the fuel and everything being very tight about it, so you have to be careful. That's cool. To me, at least, it was always like the coolest thing ever. So I'm gonna leave the ISU-152 where it is for the moment, because I have no use whatsoever. I'm gonna utilize this squad, well, this squad's officer, to overlook the enemy up front. Yes, there you go. Now the beautiful shots here, we could with 152 would be able to kill the guys inside easily. We have seen how the mortars deal with us, with the infantry inside the freaking trenches. We have seen that. Let's firstly disperse these squads, well, the squad that is itself, and spread these guys left and right. Also, the RPGs are very effective in this game. It's like one shot, one kill, and that's totally cool to me. It's very dangerous for your tanks to move in towards the buildings, the apartment blocks, or something like that, because at the end of the day, even though the BTRs can easily kill off anyone inside those apartment blocks without getting damaged, if you get over a little bit too close, that whatever bazooka can hit you and you're kind of GG. It's kind of GG for you. Now we have barely any defense here in terms of well, no tanks or whatever support if we touch something that we shouldn't. There it goes. We're gonna control one. Again, we have two massive groups surrounding the main area, which is totally cool, of course. How many things? We have the IS-3, okay. We have the T-34 and our 85 here also. We will support everybody else. And this time around, we're gonna control one key, our ISU-152. Find out first and foremost if the enemy actually even had anything of artillery. Now, I'm not afraid that much of the IS-2. It depends on what kind of artillery they might have. The problem is, you know, I'm not afraid because the armor of the IS-2 is big. It has 280, sorry, that's the damage. 139 armor up front, 88 to the sides, 82 on the back, and 33 on the big kahuna. And of course, as we do this, we can see a nice bug when the weather changes. Thankfully, that doesn't last for long. And of course, again, the AA will immediately go into the into the 9mm AA gun, and of course recruit it, and this way we can get more XP. And of course screw around with the AI itself. That's like the specific thing that ruins this game a little bit, because the AI, even though it's a good thing, they shouldn't do it always. There should be a threshold, like maybe 50%. They might do it, they might not, if it's an AI after all. You know, the human player would do differently. This is just luring the enemy to death itself, and this way we can kill off everyone here. And we of course screwed over these guys now. How much ammo do we have? As you can see, we're already on half ammo, and we didn't really fire that much, but the shells themselves are massive, and no opening fire upon us, so that means that they may only have mortars. Mortars do not have blips on the radar, so you do not see those. I never knew that for the Blitzkrieg, mind you, until we played a little bit more Blitzkrieg 1 Hidden Stroke. Blitzkrieg 1 Burning Horizon and Rolling Thunder. Okay, let's move in with the officer now. And let's see what's happening. And there you go, the AA carriage. We need to kill that. One shot probably. I mean, probably, definitely. Just needs to be a good shot. There is again more trenches. If we can just open him with specifically our Freund here, the 152. I don't mind wasting it now because I have enough ammo to support the entire operation, I believe. Plus with this here, that's a little bit more ammo right there. Thank you very much. Again, that's an XP, as you can see, already in a half XP for 152, and he wasn't even near half when he started shooting. So, when he started the entire Operation Barbarossa here. Excellent. Let's move in. Let's move into the officer, of course. The officer is, again, the most important structure here. Like, the most important unit. They definitely have now nobody in these trenches anymore, because we have killed everyone. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. You do capture. You captured that. You captured that. Oh, they're not capturing the AT. Oh, interesting choice. They're going for the AA gun, which is totally cool. I mean, they really wanna freaking resupply that shit. And there goes more and more. There's probably an entire group here, not just in a trench, but outside the trench itself. I have no problem with this, but he has no ammo, so let's start resupplying him. I am thankful, again, in the last mission, it was goddamn gorgeous. The enemy screwed us over heavily. They had like 4 or 5 artillery guns, and the worst one are the M7 priests, as they do move. They're mobile, and they're evil, and, you know, it's pure sex. Stop, you have no more ammo, it would seem. No, he does actually have ammo. Sorry, my bad. That thing looks like it doesn't have secondary ammo, but it does have primary, and there goes the entire thing. They're not going for the AT gun, it would seem. They don't care for that one. But we can open fire, and I love this ability though in Blitzkrieg. You have the, you know, like shooting power while suppressive fire or constant fire, or something like suppressive fire. Like any unit you see with your binoculars, or you just have a freaking view, the artillery will drop that on those positions until there goes for until for instance you kill them all or you lose the sight towards them. And I like that. Okay, whoa, okay, slowly but surely we are getting levels. Okay, let's move in. I believe we did most of the damage here. We can move in with the BTR if need be. And there you go. There you go. Actually, there artillery goes. They just don't have the freaking angle. They don't have the angle. And there you go. Right here. Right there. Near the church, I believe. Near the motherfucking church. Open fire. They do not have a range towards me. That is 152. My nose is again itching like nobody's bitch. So we did screw these guys off. Did screw these guys off. It's all good. Let's move in. Attack, move, command. Move everyone that we can. On the ground, thank you very much. Get the BTRs up front, because again BTRs are great against infantry. You see, they totally kill the guys inside the AT stuff. Like unbelievable. Oh, there goes that. Excellent job, guys. Excellent job. There's another whatever that thing is. The artillery gun right there. Okay, they're going for that AT gun. There's another AT gun right here. And there's an enemy artillery gun right here. No, they're not opening fire upon the ISU 152. And they stopped firing from that certain position. There is like one right here or here. I cannot actually see that well. So possibility of taking this town very soon though. It's all depending on what they have inside the town. That's the worrisome part, you know, what they have inside the town itself. Again, I'm thankful that we have a nice insight towards the enemy with these binoculars. It helps a fucking lot, to be honest. We have a sight towards this, but no sight because of these objects of pure destruction. The bushes. The bushes were always the evilest thing about any game, I guess. And the bushes. It's all about the bushes. How much sight? Exact sight towards the trenches. If the enemy has anything in those trenches. Oh my god, that's a full house. They have a full the freaking fog of war lies. It tells you that they have like nothing, and like, you son of a bitch. They did put a lot of ammo in this mission also for themselves, or maybe because we took it so it became green. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe because we took all the ammo transferred towards this location, or like now it's in like everywhere. Cool stuff. Okay, so we have actually taken this position. We have also our officer inside. Now let's see what the hell is waiting for us. How much ammo you have? You have a lot of ammo, don't you? Okay, let's open fire upon this location. I'm gonna destroy these locations as much as I can, because I believe that's where one of their mortar teams is. Well, sorry, the artillery guns is. Probably an M7 priest. Probably an M7 priest. No, and then you can hear something. He hit something. He motherfucking hit something. And it actually bounced off, probably. And yes, it gives us an insight towards this location. That's good. Get over here. Get down on the ground, actually. We can see whatever we can see here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there is nothing here at the moment. Stop firing. No need to waste the ammo. Even though we can manage all the ammo you transfer for this specific mission is on this specific mission. So reality-wise, you can waste as much as you want. Okay, all these guys will actually go towards the main square. All these guys that are not actually in a squad anymore. Or let's actually make a squad again. Let's make a squad again. Excellent. Move in with these guys. How much do we have on the right flank? We have this T-34 that is totally useless where he is. Let's move him towards these locations. We have a bunch of forces on these locations here, like squads, but the thing is about these squads is that the enemy can just roll down with their tanks or whatever they have, and there it is. The entire church, the Catholic Church, is full of enemies. I knew they liked those Catholic churches for something, but I never knew that they just like to go there for the funsies. So now we can bomb the living fuck out of that, or you know what, let's bomb the living... No, we will not bomb that. I'm gonna leave my main thing for... I will leave the IS-2 how it is, you know. IS-152 that is. IS-3 and T-34s, the tanks themselves will get that XP, actually, because the XP is much more needed for these guys. Can we see? Okay, there is maybe... Okay, so it's specifically at the moment only a Catholic church, full on everything. Let's get over here. Oh, too many walls, we won't be able to see anything. Yeah, there you go, absolutely nothing. We barely have any sight towards those locations. Yeah, let's get over here. Let's get this squad over here. We have the BTR. I'm not really worried about the BTRs dying. You will always get BTRs at the start of the freaking mission anywho. Excellent. So where exactly are you? Oh, you're here, eh? Excellent. Kill off those bastards. Damn explosions, though. Damn explosions. Quite an evil thing. They're here, it would seem, all of a sudden. Yeah, that maybe that is the M7 priest that is actually doing the thing. We can move in, guys. And I believe they're actually coming towards us. We could use the IS-3 to this location, move this squad here, get this BTR over this location. We need some overview towards the main road. The main road is not covered. Oh, they're missing. And they just killed off the guys. Well, not really, they just killed off the track, but that's about it. Get inside the building. I think it's the best thing is get inside the building and have fun. Like, the fun is all about the buildings themselves. Excellent. They didn't even succeed in killing the guys inside. Oh. That's sexy right there. Excellent. Move in, move in. And yes, that was an M7. There you go. Move in with the IS-3. Watch out that do not lose that beautiful T-34. We don't want to waste that shit. Excellent. We are also inside this building. We should get some nice insight towards the enemy now on these parts of the bridge at least. Move towards these locations. Move towards these locations. Infantry under attack. Not caring, to be honest. We lost a bunch of guys inside this house that I did send a long time ago. Go run. Run towards these locations and see what's gonna happen. Nothing, that's okay. The BTR securing these locations. We did lose that BTR, that's okay. Again, you will always be gaining those APCs. That's never a problem. Again, they do come with infantry themselves, so that's okay. Excellent job. We are almost there, I believe. We are almost there. Can you actually reach this location is the question. Yes, you can. And now, to take whatever is across the river. Because that could be a little bit problematic, though. That specific part. They could have a lot of AT guns there. Let's see, how much ammo do you have? A lot of ammo. So we're gonna tell him that is specifically to open fire. Out of ammo, really? You're out of ammo. Okay. Come on, dude, do your job. He should. Oh, no ammo there anymore. Holy crap! So I didn't really send. Oh, okay. So you can see now no ammo here also. Okay, so it does mean if you capture it counts. Okay, okay. So no more ammo for the IS-152. That's okay. I think we can deal with that. Move towards this location, guys. Get these BTRs up front to cover them. Get the T-34 up front also to cover them. Stop there. Thank you very much. Get inside this house. Get the BTRs immediately across. There you go. Did we do well or not? This depends. We did probably kill someone or something. And there you go. End mission. It was perfect mission. Small mission. This is a town assault mission. Sexy like a beast, they say, and it truly is. And there you go. Losses staggering for the enemy as per usual. And this is us. We are sexy major like nobody's bitch. We lost absolutely nothing. Very important. And this is how it's going at the moment. Destroying these tank compositions and taking, of course, the radar. I'm gonna show you every single like stuff that I did. I show you the material stuff, the material attack, the town attack. I'm gonna be showing you also the fuel and lubricants attack. Spare parts, no. Ammunition, maybe. Yeah, no, this spare parts factory is different compared to this spare parts storage. This is a storage facility. This is a factory. Okay, cool to know. Nonetheless, that's it for us. I wish you the very best. Hope you enjoyed this. And next time, who knows what.